How we doing, nation? John here, The Legend of Zelda. So we had an exclusive live stream last night. Couple of people brought up The Legend of Zelda, and they said, son, this is the greatest game of all time. We got into the retro game talk and stuff like this, you know, the gold cart and all this, and that's debatable. It's in my top 5 for sure, but that's another conversation for another day. And I've just had Zelda on the brain, right? Recently, I picked this bad boy up. The Zelda Game & Watch. This is available on Amazon for less than $50. And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and break it down over here on the Retro Nation channel. Let me show you the pros and the cons. A lot of times in the retro gaming community, people are in with the companies. They get the stuff free of charge. And of course, if you're getting something free of charge, it's always going to be great, right? Nothing bad to say, I actually paid for this, so I'm going to give you the honest truth on it, okay? So let me open this up. I have used it a little bit, and it's going to include 4 games, and we'll go over that. It comes with a cardboard case that you can pop out for display purposes if you want to put it on your desk or something like this. I'm not that crazy. I'm not going to do that, okay? This is the Game & Watch. It is smaller than my hand. To give you some perspective here, okay? Since it includes the original Zelda. Because many of you know the size of a Nintendo cartridge, right? There you go. It is almost the size of a Nintendo cartridge, at least lengthwise. It's not as wide. So again, $50 or less on Amazon. Is this thing worth it? They also have a Mario Brothers that I do not have yet, but I probably will look into. So this thing charges. It's got a charge port here. For those that are not familiar with the Game & Watch, these things were the craze back in the 80s, back when Nintendo was first getting big. Some people still collect those, but there are 2 negative things about those. Okay, first of all, they're very expensive now. You can still get them on eBay and stuff, but they cost a lot of money. Second of all, where it's older hardware, you may get it, and it may not last that long, to be quite frank. So this is a newer version. The power button is right here. Going to turn it on. Hopefully you can see the screen there, not the ring light. So you've got your Zelda there, and you've got a game button. You've got several buttons here. My eyes are bad here, son. You've got game, you've got time, because again, it is a Game & Watch. And then you've got the start and all of this. So very simple controls. Right now it's showing the time, and it's got a screen that you can play on. You know, it's saying it's 11:07, spoiler alert. And you can play the Zelda screen, but when you hit game, it's going to go here, and it's going to allow you to, let me see if I can turn this off for a second. It's going to allow you to pick different games from the screen here. All right. And this, I never noticed that before. The Triforce lights up. That's actually fantastic. I learned something new by doing this video. So it's got the original Zelda, which is, again, a banger. It's got Zelda 2. Both of these were the gold cartridge games on the original Nintendo. It's got, what is this here? All right. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which was on the Game Boy originally. It's got that green / black and white look to it. I'm not that familiar with the Game Boy version of the Zeldas, to be honest. So that's probably the most exciting for me. You know, I bought it for the original Zelda and Zelda 2 Link to the Past, but I'm excited about the Game Boy version. Looks like it comes in German, Japanese, French, and English. Wasn't that just fantastic? It has a kind of an old school Game & Watch from the 80s on it. Again, oh, the lighting over here. I don't know about it. I don't know that you can see it. This is just like a little dot matrix version of Link. Oh no, I died. a dot matrix version of Link smashing things. And then you have the timer. The timer just allows you to set, whatever. It's set to 3 minutes. It's preset, but you can set it to other things as well. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, that whole thing. So, would I buy this again? Do you hear the music? Can y'all at least hear that? Well, the microphone's over here. That's classic, right? So, would I buy this again? Yes, in a heartbeat. But I do have some complaints. I have a couple of very minor complaints about this here. All right, so the screen is absolutely fantastic on this thing. That's actually what I was worried about. The build quality is great. And again, I did not notice this Triforce. I don't know how that one got by me the first couple of times I was playing it. I just didn't pay attention. The complaints that I have comes with instructions and stuff, but guys don't read instructions. Another spoiler alert there. We just don't do it. We refuse to do it. The charge cable that this baby comes with, although made well, is very short. Let me turn this on so you can see. Very, very short. Look at this. It's the length of my hand or my shoe. And I get it. They're trying to save a little bit of money. They're trying to get to a certain price point with this bad boy. But this just don't fly with me. The Nintendo company, when they came out with the NES Mini, which I also have, and it's fantastic, they kind of got clowned over the length of the controller cord, okay? Because it was not much more than this, to be honest with you. You would think they would have learned their lesson. They were trying to get to a certain price point. They were cutting costs, basically, to make it work at a certain price point. So I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's only this long. Second of all, there's something mysterious missing from the end of this charge cord. And this is not just Nintendo specific. This is something a lot of companies are doing now that are coming out with the mini consoles. The NEC, the TurboGrafx 16 mini that just came out a couple of years back, and then also the Neo Geo that came out a couple of years back, same deal. They're not coming with the charging block on the end. They just assume, hey, you've got a bunch of charging blocks laying around. And to be fair, most of us do. But what I worry about is throwing the wrong, voltage charging block on here. A lot of people are going to do that, and it could jack your system up. It could really mess the system up. It can cut the lifespan of the system and all this stuff. So I wish they would have just tacked on an extra $5, gave a decent amount of charging cord, and included the block inside the box. Again, minor gripes. Beyond that, fantastic. I'm not going to start a new game here, son. What are y'all talking about? But very impressed. Again, that's the Game Boy version. It's louder than I thought it was going to be. It's louder than the original Game & Watches, if you're familiar with those. I would definitely buy it again. For me, I would be okay paying double digits for this as long as it's below $100. $99 and below, I'm cool with paying it. Again, I wish it came with the charging block, but it is what it is. Word on the street is Nintendo's going to be coming out with more of these. You might be able to see this one now, actually. There it is. The black and white, the older black and white version is really hard to see on camera because, again, it's black and white. But I've heard rumors that Donkey Kong may be coming next. Again, Mario is out for this. I'm probably going to look into the Mario Brothers at some point. I would love to have a Donkey Kong. Yeah, I have the original Game Boy. I have a Game Boy Color and all this stuff, but they chew through batteries. If you're not familiar with that, they do chew through batteries. You can buy them modded and stuff, but you're going to pay a couple of $100. This is a $50 or less option, and this is good. I'm in my car a lot. You know, the kids are at the doctor, they're at sports practice, parent pickup line and stuff, and I'm just able to play this rather than geek out on the phone. So anyway, there it is. If anybody is interested, again, this is the... Whoop. Well, wait a minute now. Come on now. It is the Zelda Game & Watch. Again, don't know if the original Zelda is the greatest game of all time. That is another conversation for another day, but we will have that conversation. And I will explain to you folks why Phantasy Star is better. Until next time, folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting subscribe. This is John. God bless.